About a week ago, Becky Pascal commented on one of our videos saying that we should whip up some shrimp and grits. So I told Hannah to pack her bags because we're going to the beach. If we're going to do shrimp and grits, we're going to do it the right way with fresh shrimp straight out of the ocean. We went to Orange Beach, Alabama to a little seafood market called Lartigue's. We went and got about 5 pounds of fresh shrimp to bring back to cook. And we figured while we were down there, we might as well stay for a couple of days. But thank you, Becky, for the awesome recommendation. I know there's a lot of different ways to do shrimp and grits, but this is going to be our take on it. We've got some really nice fresh shrimp straight from the Gulf. It doesn't get much better than this. Alright, let's grit to cooking. We've got some nice smoky bacon here. We're going to dice it up into little lardons and we're going to go ahead and render that down. There's certain times where I like to use cheap bacon and there's certain times I like to use nicer bacon, and this is one of those times. Cut it into little bite-sized pieces, render that down nice and slowly. Now for these grits, we're going to use about 5 cups of chicken stock to 1 cup of grits. We got these grits in Savannah, Georgia at a farmer's market. Hannah and I took a cooking class there, and it was one of the most fun times we've ever had as a couple. And we went the next day to go get some of the ingredients we used there, and these stone ground grits are to die for. They're so much better than the instant grits you get at the store. We're going to throw a bay leaf in there and a little bit of salt and just let that slowly start to simmer. You have to be very careful because they will burn if you don't continuously stir them. Now we've got this fresh shrimp. When you get fresh shrimp like this, you're going to have to do a little work with it, but it's definitely worth it. Go ahead and peel that. Once you do that, take a little paring knife and devein them. Because we have fresh shrimp, we're not going to do a whole lot to it. We're just going to keep it kind of simple. Extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice, salt, pepper, and about 2 cloves of garlic. Now if we got this shrimp from the frozen section in the grocery, we might think about adding some more flavor to this, a few more spices, but this is straight out of the ocean. We really don't need any extra flavor. Go ahead and stir that up really good and let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Now that the bacon's done, go ahead and drain that grease, but you want to leave enough just to coat the bottom of the pan. Now this isn't the healthiest way to do it, but it is such a good flavor, so get that ripping hot and go ahead and add your shrimp. Be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to leave it on too long. These shrimp aren't going to take but a few minutes on each side. Let that cook 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're going to flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. Once that's happened, go ahead and add a little bit of butter, some thyme, and we're going to add the bacon back to it. Stir that up good and let the flavors get to know each other a little bit. Then just set that to the side and we're going to finish up these grits. We're going to grate about 1 cup of some good cheddar cheese. Go ahead and remove that bay leaf, and we're going to finish this with just a little bit of lemon juice before we add the cheese. I didn't really mention it enough that you need to continuously stir these grits while they're cooking. It probably took about 25 to 30 minutes, and I had my wife helping me out by stirring them, but they will burn if you don't continuously stir them. Mix that in together really good. And we're going to go ahead and plate this up. You can throw all this in the middle. I tried to get a little bit fancy with it, but do it however you want to. I added about 5 or 6 shrimp, and then I took a big spoonful of the bacon, butter, thyme mixture, and there you have it. Thanks, Becky, for the idea. We really needed a reason to go to the Gulf, so we went down to Lartigue's and got some fresh shrimp. We used the stone ground grits that we got from Savannah, Georgia. Have some smoky bacon here, some really good cheddar cheese. You add all this together and it can't be that bad. Let's try it out here, this fresh shrimp. The grits melt in your mouth. It's got so much flavor. That bay leaf in there that we threw in there I think really makes a big difference. They were cooked really slow. That was delicious. The shrimp is just so fresh. You can really taste a lot of the thyme, a lot of the butter that we put in there. The garlic kind of comes through. Hannah, do you approve?
I approve.
Okay, that's all that matters. All right, Becky, thank you for the recommendation. Don't forget to comment when you want to see us cook next. So just keep commenting. We're going to keep cooking whatever you tell us to cook. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, it would help us out tremendously if you would like it and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Let us know in the comments what you want to see us cook next. Thanks for watching.